Hey everyone, and welcome to Louvre Storm Drains. Another level that doesn't really change, despite the added restriction of glitchless no kills. Reason being, the only enemies in this level that I can think of are the sewer rats. And no disrespect to the sewer rats, but they've never really been a threat in any Tomb Raider game. Without trying to sound harsh towards them, it's the sad, simple truth. And the drain pipe I want is just here. How exactly does Lara know that the drain pipe would take her away? I mean, at the end of, I think it was Industrial Rooftops, didn't she grab the top of a drain pipe and then it snapped and then she fell? And fortunately for her, she had safe landed. So I'm not quite sure how she knows the pipe would take her away, but I guess the game wants to give you hints. And so it just really bluntly tells you what to do. So the switch causes that to slow down, well, stop, and then we can safely get through it, but also get the strength upgrade, because what we need to do in this level, the switches and everything that we need to pull, we can't pull because we don't have the strength at the moment. And if you try and pull them, then Lara tells you that she's not strong enough. The thing you get very bored of hearing very, very quickly. But I guess the game wants you to do certain bits in certain orders, and so I guess Core decided that by having certain bits that give you strength upgrades and bits where you can't do because you don't have the strength upgrade, I guess it sort of forces you to do bits that Core wanted you to do. Yeah, so far the only real level I would say has been the Servant Rouge, which was entirely optional. Obviously I've been through that. Obviously I did it for the items, but yeah, that level is pretty much the only really level that's changed. It's been the only real level so far. This level doesn't really change. The hardest part of this level really is figuring out where to go and what to do, because I do think this level is confusing for beginners, because it was for me, but obviously there comes a time where you play the game enough to figure out what to do. So what I'm saying is I don't think this level will be too threatening. Yeah. Now I could go down there into the water and climb a ladder. Alternatively, there's the other way, which I'm hoping to find. Well, yeah, I think it's through this door. I'm not quite sure why you were given two ways of doing this, but I prefer this way. Yeah, that's two switches done. Yeah, there's that ladder there that goes down. That was the other way, the alternative way, but I chose to do it the way that I did it. Now I believe I want to be going back up the drain pipe. Yeah, the previous level was a very, very glitchy level, because when I started, obviously there was that really weird texture glitch that I couldn't understand. And also, something that was pointed out on the Tomb Raider forum, which I completely didn't notice, was that the cutscene with Bouchard, he was actually handcuffed, or rather there was a handcuff around his wrist, and it was he said something and he raised his hand, and you actually saw a handcuff on his wrist. I didn't actually see it. It was pointed out on the Tomb Raider forum, and then I watched it back and realised. Yeah, I'm walking because I don't trust myself to run. Not here. And now the water is deep enough for us to safely drop down, and we do have to go down there because there's a couple of switches that have to be pressed. And yeah, there's a couple of switches that have to be pressed, and so we do have to go down there. and down there actually takes you back to here, but higher up. So we're actually going to go back down and go down there now. There was a bit of health from before, but it's not a problem. There's no threatening enemy in this level, so we just go down. And when I played this game for the first time, this is a bit that I was actually stuck on, believe it or not, because I'll show you when I get there. But I actually was, when I was a kid, I was 18 when I played the game for the first time. But when I played the game for the first time when I was younger, I got stuck at this bit, just up here. Because it's kind of embarrassing, but I didn't know that you could climb this over here. Yeah, this that I've just grabbed onto, I didn't know that you could climb this, and so when I came out, I was completely stuck and didn't have a clue what to do.
I can climb up on that.
Of course, the next level, Louvre Galleries, that's actually one of the harder levels. So although this level is easy, it's followed by a much harder level. So I should probably make the most of this easy level, because the next one is quite different. I feel safer walking because I don't really trust myself to be running and jumping all over the place. I know I've gotten okay at this game, but that's all I am. That's all I am at this game. At this game, I'm only okay. That's as far as the compliments are going. So I don't really feel safe just running and jumping all over the place. I will walk if I don't trust myself.
I think I can make that jump.
Ooh, and it's just one remaining switch to be done. We'll save just in case. Cool. Yeah, and then it's through the door, and this takes us back to where we were.
I can climb up on that.
Okay, well, with that done, we can now go on through. And then that takes us through to the second part of the level, which is probably quicker and easier. Well, it's definitely quicker, and it's probably easier as well. If I can turn around, please. Still not confident with the controls, as you can see. But yeah, because in the next bit, all we do is plant a bit of dynamite, and then basically dive underwater and then just go back through the wall that we destroyed. Now there's two different spots that you can do. Personally, I choose the one over here because I find it easier. The other way,
I think this is the place.
I only ever tried the other way once. It was on my first try of the game, and I got stuck and didn't know where to go.
Dive, girl.
So then
Dive.
I reloaded and did the one I just did, and yeah, basically I've always I managed to figure out how to do it, and well, basically the gist of what I'm saying is the one I've just done I find easier. So as things stand, I haven't actually done it the other way, but it doesn't matter because as long as you can do one of them, that's all you need to do really. I would say avoid the fire, but even if you were to catch fire, you could probably make it to the end of the level before you die, so... And the fire doesn't, like, continue. When you start the next level, the fire, like, is gone, so... Yeah, even if you were to catch fire there, you probably would have still made it. Well, that's us done, so... Save. Thank you everyone for watching, and hope you enjoyed.